Welcome everyone. Friday, the 20th of February, made it the end of the week, and it is time for the Friday edition of the DKOldies live stream. My name is Joey. I will be your host. Come on with me into the break room as I grab a quick sip of water and fill you in on today's giveaway. I'm going to be giving away $100 in today's stream. You heard me right, $100. All you have to do to be entered in the giveaway on Facebook is to share the stream and comment that you shared. That's it. 2 easy steps gets you entered in the giveaway. Here I am in the break room. I don't get to show this off too much. We got tables over there for eating. Always good to have some snacks. Lollipops. Is there a cherry? Strawberry? Maybe a lemon lime? Let's grab one of those. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. See you guys down there. Brian, nope, I am streaming today. I know I'm running a few minutes late. Had a few things to prep just beforehand. What is going on, Joseph? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm excited to get into it today. I'm going to start off by doing a quick talk with Matt over in the repairs department, see what he's working on. Then we're opening up 2 new game collections that came into the shop today. Okay, I am now fully hydrated and ready to get this show on the road. Let's spin over to Matt, see what he's got going on. What's up, everybody? Travis, you got a birthday tomorrow. That's exciting. Excited. What's going on, Mark? Okay. Right over here in this section, this is Matt's domain. Okay, Matt, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can grab the microphone for you.
Sure thing.
Okay, there you go. Clipper on. Let's see if we get connected.
Small side out.
Yep. How are you making out today, Matt?
I'm making out great. It's Friday, it's payday.
We finally made it. I know it's
good.
been quite a week. What have you been working on today?
It's been a lot of getting through some of the fuller overflowing bins. So a lot of N64 stuff today, a lot of NES controllers today. I went through some of the PlayStation 2 third-party stuff that we need to test through.
How do you determine which box, like if a box is real full, is that how you decide what you're working on?
There's definitely week to week, I do what I have to do in terms of the big ticket items like N64, PS2, even PS3 and PS4. I have these numbers that I try to get done each week. And then once I've gotten through those and I feel comfortable with what I'm sending down, I kind of pick something else to try or something else that we need to get through at some point. So it might not always be the most urgently needed for the floor as things come in through the cellular games department and as things move through. So I have to kind of decide different every day.
Am I correct in thinking that you mainly focus on controller repairs and battery replacements?
Yep.
Okay.
So I am responsible for every controller that we sell, all the original controllers. As well as, oops, I just bumped the mic.
That's fine.
I also do the Pokemon games. We always used to repair the batteries in Generation 1, 2, 3 games, but we've since moved all through the DS and 3DS Pokemon games too. I plug those in, I have my testing consoles down there, and I reset the save files. So all of our Pokemon games are installed with a fresh battery, clean save file. It's like it just came out of the box.
That sounds neat. Guys, if you have any questions as well, please type them in the chat. I'll communicate them with Matt. One more question was, how many controllers can you repair in a day?
It depends on the repair. Some will take 2-3 minutes each. Some will take 15 minutes each.
Well, a rough
on a rough day, any old day, at least 100.
Holy
in a given week, it could be at least 1,000.
Oh,
so
man, Matt.
It depends on the day.
Well, I mean, controllers are super important. I mean, that's the way you're interacting with the game.
Yeah, that's what I always say is that you can't play the game without it. It's just as important as the console in some regards.
What are we working on here?
So we've got some Atomic Purple N64 controllers today. I'm mostly doing stick replacements. About half of the ones that we get need a fresh stick. This one actually seems okay, but the other thing I'm going to do for this one, I put a little piece of tape around this to indicate that the cord is ripped.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want that.
What do you do there?
So we're able to open it up and install a brand new cord, just like this. So I'll show you that process. That's a quick solder job. So like I was saying, with certain things that take a lot shorter, that one's a quick one.
Where does that replacement cord come from?
We order our parts from...
No, it's an aftermarket part?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, okay.
We also harvest, if let's say the shell is cracked or really yellowed, sometimes we'll harvest the good cords out of it, especially with certain things that it's hard to get aftermarket parts for that are either functional. But for Super Nintendo controllers, they have a little plug-in controller, so a lot of them will be yellowed over time. But the cords are still perfectly intact, so we'll just pop them open, pop the cord out, and use the rest of the parts as well if we need to.
Okay. What's going on, Jenna? What would you say your hardest repair is?
Hardest repair? I think there's certain ones, like stick replacements are usually the same from controller to controller.
Okay.
Some of them take more time. Hardest, I would say, also goes with most time consuming, and it's the sticks in Xbox 360 controllers. I don't know what they made them with, but they're just so loose. They have stick drift, which is really common nowadays with modern controllers.
Okay.
But essentially the stick isn't centered. When you plug it into the console, it's either, 20% to the left or something. So when you plug in a game, your character's running to the left. You don't want to do that. So
one other question. What would you say on N64 controllers, say you had 100, how many are going to have sticks that are bad, wobbly enough that they need to be replaced?
At least 50 of them need a new stick.
That's probably what I would have guessed, Matt. Every once in a while we see one that looks real nice, but yeah, a half of them, I could see half.
About half need new sticks. About maybe 1 or 2 in 100, surprisingly, need a cord. Everything else, the cords are usually pretty tough.
Okay.
So I'm just popping out the stick. This one is still in good shape. It has good tension. So this is an original stick. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna put it right back in after I swap out the cord.
So this repair, don't need to focus on the thumbstick because thumbstick's good.
Yes. So this cord, I'm just gonna remove it from the board using the solder points, and then just pop the other one in.
I thought it looked like it plugged in.
It kind of looks like it, but they are soldered in onto this side of the board.
Oh, no kidding.
Give me 1 second here, and I'll take it right off. So there's the flux to make sure that it doesn't melt the actual board. If it gets too hot, excuse me, I'm going to reach over here. If it gets too hot, there's a chance that the solder pads might lift right off the board, and then that would practically render the controller useless. So we got to be careful with the heat, which is why I use a lot of flux.
So that copper thing you're using in your hand, that's removing the solder?
Yep, this is desoldering wick. So this little copper, I guess it's a wick would be the best way to describe it, transmits heat really well. So as the solder heats up, it's attracted to the hotter zones, and this is a little bit hotter than the iron, so it pulls it onto the wick, which is pretty cool.
Wild.
So then I've loosened it, I've removed the solder. There's the old stick. Yeah, here, I'll hand you that.
Okay, so here's the part that just came out, guys.
And it does look like it just plugs in. And the way the notches are, it has a little ridge, so you'll see when I plug this in, it has a little resistance to get in. It's not coming out.
Oh, yeah.
However, in order to have it...
And where are these pieces here, Matt? Can I see where they're pumping through?
So there's a little, it looks a little smudgy there. But there's 1, 2, and 3.
All right, got it.
So I'm going to use my little solder here. Put those points down. There's 1. There's 2. Hands are a little shaky. There's 3. And that should be good. What's really interesting is that even without the shell of the controller on, I could plug this in just to see, and you can see that I'll unplug it. Something pops up here, which is saying that this cord is talking to the motherboard.
Can you do anything else without it being? No,
because you can see in the inside of the front shell, these little black rubber membranes. They press somewhere onto this board, and that's what kind of fires a signal.
Does your finger?
I've always thought it did. Sometimes it does. But no.
Okay.
I'd like it too. That would be kind of fun to play it like that. So now that we've got a new cord in there, I'm going to put the motherboard back into the shell. So things are falling out all over the place here, but that's okay. We'll pop it all back in. There's a little rubber thing.
Sometimes I'm working on something. Oh God! Hopefully it's not like a car fix or something. But I put it all back together, and I've got 2 extra screws left over.
Yep.
I guess once you've done this for a while and you get good at it, but maybe in your early days you might remember being like,
Thankfully, there's enough controllers that we get that are, I hesitate to say unrepairable, but sometimes they just aren't worth saving.
So just donor parts.
They're donor parts. They've got, you could have a good board with a yellowed shell, and then you could have the opposite. You could have a really bad board that doesn't function at all, but the shell looks perfect. So you could just swap those, and then you got a perfectly good controller.
It's neat that they can give their parts up. It's like, I don't know, I guess like being an organ donor or something.
Right.
Their parts are going on to make sure another controller can survive.
I wish I knew how they were put together in the beginning. So this is a replacement stick. I'm going to use the original stick.
Just a random question, what tool is the most vital one here at your workstation, or what do you use most? Or what?
The most vital, obviously I have my electric screwdriver. That's essential.
I guess you're using that to open every single
everything
controller,
up.
right?
I've got everything comes down to 6 bits. I could do everything here with and it's mostly Phillips head.
Star bits, right, or something, the tri-wing or whatever for the
star
Game
bits
Boy.
for the Xbox stuff, and then there's the tri for GameCube, and so there's a bunch of stuff. But I would say my ultimate tool that I've grown to love over time is isopropyl alcohol.
Oh yeah?
You can clean up anything with it. You can, especially in PlayStation 2 and 3 controllers, there's a loose ribbon that presses against the motherboard, and there's a certain amount of pressure that allows it to read your inputs when you're playing the controller.
Okay.
But since those controllers are 20, 25 years old now, they're a little dirty. When you open them up, those ribbons, they have, I don't know if it's rust or oxidation, but you get a little rubbing alcohol, Q-tip, you clean that ribbon up, make sure that it is pressed smoothly against the board, and it's good as new. So
I remember when I was working in the cleaning team, isopropyl alcohol we used all the time, and it is great because it also like kind of evaporates away, you know, so you don't have to worry too much about the things staying away.
I've got this little blower fan. I won't turn it on.
That's
for
neat.
our nice little for the mic, but
cool.
So I've popped the stick back in. I just need to screw it back in.
The screws are tiny for this.
Screws are tiny. Thankfully, they are magnetized, and all of our screw bits are magnetized. So if anything, if I, for say, drop a screw like that in the controller, I can just fish it out.
Neat.
There are some controllers without magnetized screws, and they are not my friend. So everything is fully attached to the front board again, or the front shell of the controller. I like to tip the controller over in case there's any dust or loose bits of plastic. It's a pain to get these 9 screws back in, so I'd rather get the plastic out now. So I've woven the cord through. As you can see, this is the path the cord has to take. So this is the replacement cord, but it has to take kind of a weird weave through, and if I get it lined up just right, the shell will fit together and the screws go back in. And a time-saving thing that I do is when I take the back shell off, I leave all the screws in.
Okay.
Taking all 9 out, setting them aside, it might be more organized, but if I'm able to keep them in, it saves me so much time. So now we've got a refresh controller. I give it a shake. If there's any piece of plastic that came off when I was screwing it back together, you would hear it. I give this thumbstick a whirl. It feels normal, and what I say by that is I've done I've tested thousands of N64 controllers, so instantly I would know, okay, this isn't right.
I know exactly what you mean. It's one of those things that just comes by becoming a professional at it, by doing it time and day after day after day. Yeah, some things are just sort of instinctual almost.
You could sometimes there's we don't sell fake controllers here. We have third-party controllers here, but some controllers will say that they're Nintendo, for example, but they won't actually be a licensed Nintendo product. And when I'm testing through these bins of untested controllers, I'm doing it with my eyes closed. I'll grab one, and then without even looking at it, I'll know that it's fake. It feels weird.
I know exactly what you mean with it.
So we've got our tester here with our test cartridge. I didn't set this all up, but I'm very thankful whoever did. These are a bunch of different, mod cartridges and consoles that allow us to use gamepad softwares that we can test all this. So once I've plugged it in, this is our reader. So this shows our analog stick, and these are all binary of the different inputs. So, if I press A lights up 1, B lights up 1. So I have a process where I go through each button. So those 4 work. The C buttons over here work.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
And then the D-pad works. I try the diagonals, so you can see that 2 D-pads are lined up as well.
Okay.
Make sure that all the diagonals work. If one doesn't, then there's probably something wrong inside. But then, and you can see the stick, it goes around just how it should, and the little N64 octagon, and it's good as new.
All right, good work.
Big
good
fan.
work.
So that took a little bit longer because I had to do the cord replacement, but they all need sticks, so I'm just rifling through them, popping a stick out, put a new one in.
Nice job. Well, one down, 99 more. 99 more to
never
go.
stops,
Your
it never
quota.
stops.
All right, good work, man. I'll wrap it up there. I'll take microphone back from
There
you.
you go.
Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks, Joey.
See ya. Let me just pop this mic back in here. Okay, let's head back. All right, guys, and that is how it goes. It's always fun being over there in Matt's domain. He's got cool stuff going on. I love getting to check out the repairs. Okay, let's open up some new collections. Also, a giveaway is going on. I'm giving away $100. If you haven't entered the giveaway, you still have time. All you have to do on Facebook, share the stream and comment that you shared. It gets you entered in the giveaway, and it's coming up soon. Looks like Heather's working on something over there. I can't quite make it out. And then she's got some other people here working in the department. Game's getting worked on down there as well. Okay, without further ado, I'm opening up new game collections, and this is where we get all the stuff from our store. Let's see who it is in this case. It looks like Karen in Hockessin, Delaware. Reached out, asked if we'd buy her old games and consoles, and let's see what is inside. I'm reaching in, and first item out of the box, it's a big Wii game. It's Zumba. She's going to dance her way to fitness. Get hooked on an exhilarating dance fitness party. Why is it so big? Oh, it includes the Zumba fitness belt. How'd they get into this thing? It's sealed up here. And sealed up here. Crazy. I wasn't expecting that. So there's the band. I assume it's still in there. Okay. Okay, continuing on. Hello from Poland. What's going on, Pavel? Another Zumba game. What's this have? Another fitness belt. Party your abs off. Does she have a necklace that even says Zumba? Dance your way to flat, sexy abs. You heard it. Okay, continuing. Some more dancing stuff. Some more dancing. Looks like a sealed copy of this. Pretty wild. Rebel Raiders. PS2 game in there. And, of course, Wii Sports Resort. Never get tired of Wii Sports and Sports Resort. It is always fun. Do the bowling, the boxing. I love it. Okay, it looks like we're getting into some PlayStation stuff. Keep zooming, people. That's right. That's right. Tomb Raiders in here. Pong, the next level. No way, on the PlayStation, huh? Test drive off-road number 3. What is this? World Destruction League Thunder Tanks. Come on. Paco, I missed the Joey bin too. I was just talking to Cole about that over in the opening department. I'll see if next week can get him to set some stuff aside. Basically, that's when they set just some interesting stuff aside that comes in from a bunch of collections. Put it all into one box for me and we get to take a look at that. Just kind of some of the more interesting stuff we don't see all the time. I'll talk to him about it, Paco. Striker, Delta Force, a Rainbow Six game, and an RC helicopter. I used to have RC helicopters, and I'm only talking like a couple years ago. I don't know, 10 years ago. I was flying them around my house, outside. I loved it. I love the little helicopters. They're so much fun. World's Scariest Police Chases. That's a game? What? All the speed, all the insanity. 20 fast-paced missions. Dynamic AI criminals. Includes running commentary of the action by series host Sheriff John Bunnell. Retired? I don't know what that means. Poof! More helicopters. GTA 2. Oh my gosh, a Men in Black game. Oh my. What's going on, Boba? I'm doing my best to read the chat. I'm streaming, as usual, to both Facebook and YouTube. Comments are just constantly scrolling. I do my best to glance down when I can. 007. Sup, Roy? The next Tetris. That's interesting. Instead of like Tetris 4 or Tetris 5, just call it the next one. Think you mastered Tetris? Think again. Critical. From the developers who know vehicular combat, critical depth. What are they referencing there? Kiss the Abyss. Oh, looks interesting. Never seen it. What's going on, Gia? NASCAR. C12 Final Resistance. What is this? What's going on, Brad? Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad you guys are all here joining me today. So much more fun. I mean, obviously opening up a box and seeing what's inside is neat on its own. But the fact I'm doing it with hundreds of you guys right here live and we can all chit chat about it, I love it. What am I holding? Final Doom. Oh man. So much time I put into Doom. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. My parents didn't like me playing it, but, you know, life finds a way. Metal Gear Solid Namco. This is going to be Bug's Life. And Gran Turismo and Medal of Honor. What is... Okay, finishing up this first collection. Tiger Woods. Off-road, some more racing stuff. New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. Good one. And we play, and does that take us to the bottom? Last 3. Mario Kart, Ace Combat, another Namco Museum game. Men in Black game was pretty fun, no kidding. I'd love to try it. The movies were great. I'll bet the game's really cool. That's neat to see. Okay, today's next collection in this Nike box is coming to us from Andrew in Milford, PA. Delaware and PA, basically neighboring states. Okay, reaching into this next collection, and first item coming out, a Yoshi's game. Yoshi's New Island. Oh, look, he's holding baby Mario there. What's that? Final Doom's a lie. Another one came out. It's true. There have been many Doom games that came out since that. Poof. What's going on, Jeremy? Congrats on the store credit. Nice. Donkey Kong Country. Tropical Freeze. A little bit of a oxymoron there. Does it ever get cold enough to freeze in the tropics? Not sure. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. What's going on, Kyle? Sharon? That guy entered in the giveaway, guys. Final chance. If you want to be entered in the $100 giveaway that is coming up in, I estimate, 3 minutes. All you have to do is share the stream, comment that you shared. Right there on Facebook, easy to do. Share it to a group, friends, however you want to share it. And just comment down there that you shared. It's coming in soon. What's up, Sarah? You got a DK Oldies order coming in soon. Oh, it's so exciting. Another of Yoshi's Island. Oh my gosh, there's Minecraft in here, the Xbox One edition. Unleash your imagination. Crazy how popular this came to be. Are your roads clearing up? Slowly, very slowly from the snow we got. And you know what? They're calling for more snow coming in Sunday night. Don't know what it's going to mean for Monday. But we still have so much snow on the ground from our last storm. Well, what can you do? It's winter in Pennsylvania. Yoshi's Woolly World. Look how cool this is. Look, the yarn design. It's so neat. And like the game looks like that. Lego Nintendo Land. Sonic Racing. Oh, look, he's so fast, but in a car. I wonder if he could outrun. Is he faster running or in a car? Do we know how fast he can go in like miles per hour? I would assume he could be, 40, 50 miles an hour. I don't know. New Super Luigi U. Well, Luigi's finally getting his moment. Move over, Mario. It's Ouija time. 82 courses, no kidding. There's some more Lego stuff and Professional Farmer 2017. What on earth is that? Rural lifestyle set on your own farm. Features huge open world, original tractors, career mode, different types of grain. Dynamic ground. Unbelievable. Sup, Levi? See you over there on YouTube. Well, it looks like Michael also has a little thing of DS games. Look at this tiny little thing. How do I... Oh, got it. So that flips back. Got some Pokemon games in here. Rumble, Plants v. Zombies, Heart Gold, Platinum. 2 copies of Platinum. Wild. Wow. Neat little find right in there. And get ready, we're finishing this one up. We got Terraria, Mario Maker, some more Pokemon stuff. Mario Party Island Tour. He is sitting astride a rocket. An international ballistic missile, perhaps. Yokai Watch. What is that? Finally, Super Smash Bros. Animal Crossing. New Leaf. Another one, Mario Kart 7, and 2 copies of that. Good ones. Nice collections today. Xbox One, Wii U, and 3DS. And then back in the first one, a bunch of PlayStation, Wii, PS2, and of course, dancing your way to fitness. All right, guys, get ready. It is giveaway time. Let me explain how this is going to work. In my hand, I have the DKOldies prize wheel. And today, I'm going to pick 5 winners. Going to win 20 bucks each in store credit. 5 winners today. That's right. Going big. Wow, look at all the names we've got on here. So, when I do these streams, we get hundreds of people sharing the stream. While I'm streaming, a sample is brought out. What am I calling this? These names were picked at random from those who shared the post. Let's give the wheel a spin. We're spinning 5 times. Let's go. First winner coming up in just a moment. 20 bucks in store credit up for grabs. Is it Tomo? It is Tomo Miles. Congratulations, Tomo. You've been here for quite a while, and today's your day. 20 bucks in store credit headed your way, Tomo. I will tell you how to redeem your prize as soon as I pull the rest of our winners. I will remove Tomo's name, and we're moving on to spin number 2. Good luck. just crossed the line. And Michael Taylor, your winner number 2. Nice work, Michael. Congratulations. Think about what you want to get. Moving Michael's name and spin number 3. Good luck, everyone. Oof, just crossed the line. Dayanara Walls. Nice work, Dayanara. Congratulations. Winner number 3. Whew, trying to keep track. Get ready. Winner number 4 is coming up now. Here we go. Wheels spinning good today, got to admit. Mark, nice work, Mark. Look at that confetti. That is all celebrating you, Mark. Nice work. Mark Prey, 4th winner. We have one more winner coming up right here. Get ready, everyone. It looks like we're finishing off today with Petey Meninga. Congratulations, Petey. Nice work. All right, to my winners. All you have to do to claim your 20 bucks in store credit prize is have an account on our website, DKOldies.com, and message us right here on Facebook with the email address you used to log in to the website. We'll get you hooked up with your store credit. Want to mention one last thing here at the end of the stream. We just got a new selection of posters in, and check this out. Posters from the movie Aliens. What? Right? Jaws. Imagine how cool an old poster of Jaws would be. I see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Marvel, Queen, like the band Queen. And then, of course, Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros., Zelda, Sonic, all that cool stuff. They were just put into stock. Could be one of the first ones to be picking one up. All right, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. I'm wrapping it up here today. Congrats to my winners. If you didn't win, don't worry. I do these streams every single weekday. I will be back on Monday. Hope you guys have a great weekend.